Good evening, our viewers. My name is Brea from the Kigezi Teens magazine, and with me today I have a special guest. He is called Chief Titus. He has been a chief for over 17 years, and recently, 2023, he has been awarded the Great Mentor of the Year by the annual Chiefs Progress. Allow me to introduce to you Chief Titus. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are
Thank you
you?
so much.
Mhm.
Good to have you here.
So, who
on the
is
show.
Chef Titus?
Chef Titus Timothy Engolo
Mhm.
is actually my name. Chef Titus is a culinarian. Some people would prefer calling me a hotelier, but because I specialize in the food industry,
Okay.
yeah, a culinarian.
Mm.
I started this culinary from 2005.
That's way too long.
20 years of experience, both locally,
Mhm.
uh, at home here
In Uganda.
and in Uganda,
Yeah.
and also outside Uganda.
Outside, like which countries have you visited?
Outside Uganda, I have been in Kenya,
Mm-hmm.
I have been in Somalia,
Mm-hmm. So,
I have been in Tanzania, both where they call Tanzania Bara and in Zanzibar.
oh, so
I have also been in Zambia
that's a long journey.
practicing my skills.
So you've
Yes.
been practicing or working there for some years.
I've been working in those places.
So how was the experience outside Uganda? How was your experience working with foreigners, working in the foreign country?
Uh, there's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Sometimes I grew up in Uganda. I was born in Uganda, and I got well versed with the Ugandan way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But then also there's what we need in our industry, which we call exposure.
So
Sometimes they say that one who has never moved outside their home thinks the mother is the one who knows how to cook.
yeah, so
Until when you get challenges outside there, you realize that
there are also
there are also
better
people
chefs.
who know how to cook.
Yeah, I know.
Now, meeting other foreign, my first time to leave the country to go and work outside was in 2012. That's around Feb. I moved to Somalia, and I worked in Somalia with an international company, actually based in Dubai. It was called SKA.
So you went from Dubai to Somalia.
I went from Uganda to Somalia. A company is based in Dubai, but has a base in Somalia.
So how were you connected to the base in Dubai, then to Somalia?
We have blockers.
Oh,
There are blockers always in
without locals are only in
countries.
land, what?
When a company is based in Dubai and has a project in Africa, they look for African workers.
Yeah.
So that's how I was outsourced.
Yeah,
Okay, through partnership.
So apart from foreign countries, how has been your experience in locally in Uganda?
Locally in Uganda, I have moved. I can tell you, I started at it's called Mosako's apartment back in 2005. So after Mosako's apartment, I moved to East Mbale at Mount Elgon Hotel. After Mount Elgon Hotel, again I came back to Kampala. I worked with ShopRite. I worked with the Lindsay Cottages. I moved also to the west. I went to Fort Portal. I went to Masindi. I went also to Gulu. Actually, even I ended up in Kabale. Then again, I have to come back to Entebbe. Yes.
So
So
how
I have
Kabale?
I have seen that all this region, their ethics are different, and their food are quite different. Though we have most things which are very common. Kabale was home away from home. Kabale is very addictive. Once you're done with the weather, then everything is home or heaven.
Which heaven?
Heaven on earth. the eighth heaven or
Oh.
the seventh heaven. Yes.
So you moved from Kabale then to Central.
And I moved from Kabale, that was in 2023, July. I moved to here at Lake Victoria Hotel, Entebbe. Lake Victoria Hotel, Entebbe is a franchise. The management is actually from Tunisia, where I applied in
So you
Tunisia,
applied to Tunisia.
with Granada Group of companies. Now, Granada Group of companies is having around 5 hotels in Africa. 2 are in Tunisia, 1 is in Tanzania, another one is this one, Lake Victoria Hotel, then another one is in Bangi, yes, Central Africa.
Okay, so
Yes.
what is that feeling that you're having when you are made the chef, the head of chefs here in one of those big companies?
It was okay. In the executive position, I have been in the executive position for about 10 years. But what keeps changing is the tradition of work. Different companies have different rules, regulation, and ethics. They also have different reporting style. They also have different standards. Now, with some of these companies, you either learn or you teach. When you find a company that is above you, you learn from them.
Okay.
They give you enough challenges which actually groom you to become a better person and skill you. When you find a company that you are above, you actually go there and dispense the knowledge.
Okay.
And you train and you groom and you leave a legacy.
Okay.
Yes.
So actually, what inspired you? That pushed you to become a chef? Because most people think that being a chef is kind of a lazy job. Don't take it seriously, actually.
Yes.
So what inspired you to become a chef?
Actually, you're right, as most people. Most people's concept or way of understanding is a delusion.
Okay.
I don't know where I would be if it was not about cooking.
So you love
Because all
cooking.
these countries I've mentioned to you, it is actually cooking which took me there. And I know many people who cannot move an inch outside of Uganda with very serious jobs.
Yes.
Now, at first, okay, in my high school, actually, we used to have a teacher who used to teach us home economics. And myself, I used to dodge that class.
You didn't want it?
I didn't want her because I was thinking like those people you are saying. And then later on, I realized, in fact, after the high school, I even went and did a course in engineering as a mechanical engineer, which I even graduated.
So you
And I
graduated
did
for
my
another
intern.
stuff, and then you're doing
I
other
did
stuff.
my intern with the Ministry of Works in Soroti as an engineer. You see. But then after some times, I got some challenges, a road accident, which made me incapacitated somehow for almost 6 months. And the doctors advised me not to be dealing with lifting of heavy things. So I thought of changing my career. I said, what else? Then I realized the cooking was part of the...
Some lazy job you can do.
Now, when I brought cooking inside, hey, cooking actually worked wonders for me.
So where did you start actually your cooking career?
Now, my graduation for engineering was in 2001. Now, the cooking career, I now enrolled in 2003,
After
which
the
I
accident.
completed, yes, which I completed in 2005, and I joined.
So who gave
yes.
you the advice of cooking and stuff?
It was myself because I loved it. Yes.
You loved it, but it was not your passion.
It was not my passion in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was thinking like other people. My sister was a teacher, but in the same school. Before we could go to class, we could do some things like pancakes and so on, and cook and fry some things and sell at the school canteen.
Yeah.
So I was part of I was involved in that thing, and I used to do it very well. So when I came after my incapacitation in doing engineering job, I started going into cooking full scale. And I even found it very interesting and inspiring. So I grew up. I grew it up. I backed it up with some papers, and then here I am. There's no regret. There's no regret. I can assure you.
Yeah. So recently you were awarded in the Kigezi Teens Award.
Yes.
So what would you bring to those youth out there about the cooking session? Because many youths think that cooking cannot be their full-time job. Actually, they do it as part-time. Most of them even don't want to actually cook. So you as an award winner, what advice would you give to the youths?
Now in Kigezi, by the time I went to Kigezi, there is a mindset of they really do not understand the concept of cooking. They think it is the usual local traditional way of doing things. They don't know that there's innovation. You even in cooking, you require to be innovative. Now, apart from the way your mother does things,
You have to get some other.
you have to
skills.
research
Yes.
on some other ways. How do the British do it? The Europeans? How do the Chinese do it? How do the Americans do it? Okay, how the Russians, the French people, how do they do it? Cooking is a lucrative job. People, they don't know this. Very lucrative. If you get to understand cooking very well, you'll forget all these other jobs because there's a lot of money. When I first joined the hotel as a steward, the executive chef at that hotel, remember I told you in 2005, he was earning 2 million. In fact, it was him and the general manager who were well paid. And I, at the back of my mind, I say, how comes? How did this even happen? And I could see people like the accountants, the front office managers, the executive housekeeper. They were just earning average. The chef was on top. So I found it very lucrative, more than this accountant. You see, you can be an accountant 30 days in the office and you're earning 500,000. You understand? So that's a very big difference.
There is a difference. And the labor is not that much, no heavy stuff.
No, the labor is much. The labor is much in cooking, but planning helps the labor to reduce. A poor planner will always have a lot of job, a lot of work to do, because you will always be running up and down, trying to sort things up. But someone who is organized plans his job in advance. With the chefs, what you're supposed to do tomorrow, the prep work is done today. Preparation is done today.
Don't postpone today's work.
No. Actually, what we are doing tomorrow, tomorrow's business is done today. So today, I have already planned for tomorrow. Tomorrow is done. Tomorrow I will plan for the next day. We plan a day in advance.
A bit earlier.
Yes. If you plan a day in advance, you'll beat the expectations. If you plan on the same day, you will never know how many people are coming in.
Yeah, so actually,
you understand?
Yeah, actually,
so when the people come, you might get overwhelmed and you find yourself a lagging chef. Yes. An average. You'll always remain average because of poor planning.
So you're a better chef because you plan earlier.
And I have invested in myself. I can assure you I've invested in myself. The reason why most of the chefs live average, they get a little money and they go and enjoy. They do not invest back that money into themselves.
Once they get the little they had, They enjoy.
Now they get, today is a payday,
Mm.
tomorrow they're all in the bars.
Mm.
The next day they want first to finish the salary, then they can come back.
to work.
You know, if you do it that way,
No.
forget about progress.
Yeah. So what are the challenges? Because every job has a challenge. So what
The
are
challenges of being a chef.
Yeah.
The challenges of being a chef is quite very lovely. It is very stressful.
Mm.
Think about meeting 100 people or 50 people in a day, and every person has a different taste.
Yeah.
And you have to meet the taste of each individual.
You have to make
Out of the 50,
all of them happy.
you have to make all of them happy.
Yeah.
Now, you see, everyone can cook, but not everyone is a chef. My mother can cook, but my mother is not a chef.
Mm.
The difference between me and my mother is that my mother dictates to the clients. We are the clients, and my mother is saying, today we are eating beans, you must eat, and if you don't eat, you can even get cane.